Hi guys. How's it going, everybody? Let's go! Just setting up. I do have a guy singing over there. I'm gonna set my sound equipment up. Just figure I'd hang out, a little pre-activism with you guys. I think I saw Louise and Tessa. There are a shit ton of people here. So we're gonna have a lot of volume. An awful lot of volume here, guys. All right, who can hear me? Oh, shit. Don't tell me I didn't bring my... All right, no problem. Well, guys, I forgot to bring my little microphone top, but that's not the end of the world, right? We carry forward. Could you guys hear me? Hey, okay, you can hear me though, right? Okay. Let's check the parameters. See if I can get somebody right here. Should be good. Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Tessa. Welcome, Louise. And hopefully a bunch more people come to join us. What's going on, guys? How are you? Hi. Guys, there are tons of people out here tonight. And when I say tons, okay, first of all, how's that music in the background? Is that okay? Or is it too much? I mean, I'm assuming with my equipment that it's okay. What do you guys think? Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Is the background music okay? Okay, good. All right, now I'm just literally hanging out here with a sign in front of a bunch of people, you know? Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Let's go vegan for the animals, everybody. Let's be kind. Have a good day. What's going on, big guy? All right. Okay, and who wants to know what the 3 quick questions are? I don't know if you probably already know, Tessa. What's going on, guys? How you doing? So the 3 quick questions are, do you know what veganism is? And then we're gonna tell everybody what it is. It's a stance against violence. It's saying no to voting directly for systems of violence, and it's doing your best. So that's how we're gonna distill that tonight. Then we're gonna ask if they are for or against animal abuse. And then the follow-up question is, why aren't you vegan yet? So it's really simple. Sup, Dandelion? How you doing? Slipjaw says, I don't think anyone cares. Well, Slipjaw, the thousands of people that joined us for the last live stream would disagree with you. Plus the probably 15 interviews I did in the last 2 live streams would disagree with you. Everyone's curious. We've all been lied to and wounded for so long, and now it's time to say no to following orders. So hang out with us for a little bit. Hi from the Trump administration. We are making America great again for Americans, not illegal aliens. We must deport them with extreme prejudice. Oh dear. We got a Trump bot. We got a Trump bot in here. Yikes. What's going on, guys? How are you, everybody? Let's be kind. Let's be vegan. Have a good day. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions? Just test your values? All right, have a great day. Oh, someone's coming up. We'll have people. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, Slipjaw. Hi there. You want to try a few quick questions?
What's that?
You want to try a few quick questions on my YouTube live?
Oh no, because I don't want to be on.
Oh, okay. You don't have to be. You can be right here.
Why aren't you vegan yet?
Yeah.
Because I love meat.
I got you. I got you. I know. Taste.
I don't eat that dolphin. Like you included horse and dolphin.
Exactly.
And dog.
Yep, I did that. Yeah.
I eat everything else except horse, dolphin, and dog.
I kind of did that. Well, I didn't do it. I had somebody build this sign for me, but it makes sense because veganism's not about food.
Okay.
It's more so about like saying no to voting for systems that directly oppress others, and it's about doing your best. That's all it is, you know. I would challenge, you know, I guess your reason. First, I would say there's so many good options that are vegan out there that taste like meat, that taste like the exact whatever you're eating is meat. I can find one that's plant-based, and I bet you'd love it.
Probably, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm a big fan of tofu.
Yeah. Bro, very cool. Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, tofu is great. One of the things with meat is the health factor. You know, you're eating cholesterol and saturated fats and copious amounts of them. You're eating.
I think one day we're going to be scared, maybe not in our lifetime.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be scarce of meat.
Oh, for sure.
One day, because they're already trying to do like AI shit with meat.
Yeah,
they're trying to
3D print it. They don't need to do that. You know, there's plant-based versions of meat that taste just like it, and they're just using plants. They're running it through heating, cooling, and pressure, and they're seasoning, saucing, and texturing things. And it's really simple, but it gets obfuscated by industry because they don't want people buying it. But I would say, like, do you think that like the life of an animal's worth more than your taste pleasure? I know it's a tough question.
I do, but
okay.
You know, we are mammals that are on top of the food chain. I mean, I hate to, you know, so.
Yeah, I got you.
You know,
and that, you know, that's a lot of everybody kind of gives that. A lot of people give that kind of go-to, and I think we've kind of been taught that go-to by industrial narratives because it just sounds right, and it's kind of an easy kind of default, right? I would challenge that if a different string of events happen from our genesis to where we are right now, then we would be healthier as a society, and we'd definitely be less violent.
Do you think vegan is being healthier? Because they say protein is essential. They say, you know,
well, where does all protein come from? I guess that's the question.
That I'm not sure. Right.
Plants. So and the animals eat them. No, and that's why that's the whole crux of why I'm here. You know, all this is an awareness, like a little hub.
Like for
you know,
me, it comes from Acme, or Harris Teeter, or Food Lion.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's where I get my protein. I got my eggs. I got my protein. Yeah, I got the meat. I got everything. Yeah.
By the way, thanks for being my first subject to talk to me tonight. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. What's your name?
Lauren.
I'm Jimmy. Nice to meet you.
Jimmy. Nice to meet you.
But yeah, so protein all comes from plants, right? The plants grow all the protein, and every single plant, with a few outliers, has every single essential amino acid, right? So you eat an orange, you get every single essential amino acid. But there's this huge narrative out there that is just propagated by incumbent industry, meaning animal agriculture, that tells people that we have to get protein from animals. There's no other choice. And I know my parents were taught that. I know their parents were taught that, and we've all.
I find vegan is a little they are very extreme, and if you're not a super educated, I think, I mean, because I'm not a vegan, but if you're not like educated about it, you could like not get all the nutrients you're supposed to get, because they don't eat protein, fish, some grains, and all. Like, actually, these are things in life that you actually need.
Well, I can tell you, I've been vegan 12 years. I don't take vitamins or supplements. My daughter's been vegan since birth. Same. And I can tell you we're thriving on all levels. There's not one thing you can't get from a plant-based diet. There are lies and narratives, even fed to vegans regarding this such. But I would challenge you, and I'll give you this card right here. To kind of.
You have a website? I'll check it out.
I do actually.
Very cool.
Your sound bites might be on it. That's okay. I film live when I'm out here.
I understand.
And all I do is just make interviews like this to hopefully share information with amazing people like yourself, because said information is suppressed by the same narratives I'm talking about, and they don't want you to know this stuff. And your heart. Do you have any pets?
I don't, not at the moment, but I am a dog groomer.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I have like so that go home to another family.
Yeah, so naturally you probably have an affinity. You probably love who you groom, or your heart is vegan. I can tell you right off the bat. And
until I see a steak.
Well, wait till you see.
I'll be honest with
wait till you see some of the vegan steaks that you'll find on challenge22.com. Okay, cool. They're amazing. Nobody has to die, and you get all the vitamins and nutrients you need. It's really simple. But just know, like, before we go vegan, we're literally putting all these animals into these houses of slaughter, which nothing nice happens in, just for arbitrary means. So I'll leave you with that. But do you have?
And that's a shitty thought, because I am planning on walking around a little more.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about a slaughterhouse.
This is meant to be a critical thinking exercise, right? Like and it's all in the spirit of love, because the industrial narratives, they don't like you at all, and they want you to keep doing the exact same thing that we've all been doing. So I want you to move forward, have a great night tonight.
I'm gonna probably have another cocktail after.
You're so sweet, but your name's Lauren, right?
Yeah,
just stuff to think about on a healthy basis. Listen, I wasn't vegan for the longest time. We're all interconnected. Me, you. Really cool. There's no point for me to judge anybody, because we're all interconnected. That would be stupid if I did that. I just want to share information that people might not otherwise get, and I don't know, just make you think a little bit.
I think it's cool that you're sharing your information and educating people on being a vegan. No, seriously, I think it's really cool.
Well, thanks for coming over. Check out the card. You'll see my little channel.
I will.
And
I'll
you'll
check
see
out
a
your
bunch
website.
of different interviews.
All right,
it's a lot of fun. We have fun interviews. There's a little theater. There's a guy 3 weeks ago wanted to throw me into the river, and you might see that one. You have people that are really nice, like yourself, that are open-minded, and then you have the 99% or a product of the 99% inertia, which is having an opposition, which you'll see on my channel
people
too.
Get nasty when they don't understand.
Yeah,
something.
but not you, because
Don't
you're
take
a sweet
it personally.
person.
Yeah, don't take it personally.
Nice to meet you.
Talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
Take care.
Take care. Have a great night. She didn't want to be on camera. Super sweet. If you're just getting here, like and subscribe. I'm just out here asking the public why they're not vegan yet. Really simple exercise. Hi guys, how's it going, everybody? She was so sweet. She didn't want to be on camera, so we just kind of talked like this. But I think I'm gonna get my subjects. Like right here, so I can do like a talk like right here. I think that's good, and we'll just ask them to sit right here. So I was gonna get a coffee, but I wanted to be on time for you guys this time. Hi guys. Anybody want to try YouTube Live? 3 quick questions. Just test your values. That's it. All right. Have a great day. All right. I like the hypothetical. If humans could live their lives exactly as they do now, but animals didn't need to be harmed, confined, made to suffer, or lose lives, would you prefer that world? That's great, Winston. Yeah. Hey, that's a good one, actually. I like that. I actually really like that. I might have to borrow that and edit that. What's up, big guy? How's it going? You want to try a few quick questions? I know you're working. Next time. Next time. To anybody just getting here, I'm out here in a busy city tonight, asking the public why they're not vegan and kind of deep diving into everybody's values, and just slightly pointing to the fact that we're in 2025 and we need nothing nutritionally from an animal, and that leaves us with stark implications that basically yield that we are killing beings with awareness for the simple act of taste, pleasure, and yum-yums. That's it. And it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. So we're just out here trying to get people to think a little bit tonight. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Is it midnight where you are? Oh man, I'm sorry. Are you in Europe, Linda? I'm presuming you're in Europe somewhere. Oh, I love that, Winston. I love that. I'll hit the books with that a little later. Maybe I'll kind of work on something along those lines as well. Sound delivery there. That's a great point. Oh, very cool. Sweden. But yeah, last live stream we had it popping. I did learn a little bit of a lesson last live stream, and that's not to stoke the religious fires. I kind of went off with a little reckless abandon. And basically, well, that wind is crazy, guys. All right, so we're hitting a little bit of turbulence. Can you guys hear me? Orientation is locked. Rotate the device back. Oof, that's bad. Okay, there we go. We're back. We had a little bit of wind activity. When I say wind activity, I mean a gale force frickin' wind. Gale force winds out here in Annapolis. Woo! That was crazy. Literally everything blew over there. So we're back. I might have to hold this a little bit. But now, since I'm out here all the time, I'm checking wind levels. And I know we're tempering our wind in about half an hour. So all good. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Hi, guys. How you doing? Let's go. We got Claire in the house. We got Prakash from India. We got Pia. Avengers assemble. Let's go get the word out a little bit. Let's talk to some people. Let's talk to the public. We just had one little conversation, which was nice, and we were able to kind of enlighten her to a few things that she didn't even know. And that's the whole reason we're out here, guys. You have a lot of non-vegans saying, leave people alone. Let them live their life. You do you, we'll do us. Stop harassing people. Well, guess what? Is it fair that those said people might be people that might want to change if they knew better? Should you actively suppress the certain dynamics that might yield sound information that could help them make better choices for our fellow sentient beings? Because that's what you're saying, and that's what you're defending. Hi, guys. And here comes the wind again. I'm going to block it this time. What's going on, guys? How are you? Yes, like and subscribe. What's up, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? Let's test your values. Have a great night. Like and subscribe. Jimmy, did you dance yesterday? Asked Clara. Inflection point, moment of truth. Clara, I did not. But if I get to 50 likes tonight, I'm going to dance, baby. Oh, man. Okay. If you are just getting here, we're out here asking the public why they're not vegan yet. Veganism is simply a stance against oppression and violence. That's all it is. It's very simple. And we're asking people about their values. And most people's values are vegan. So we're going to hopefully dive deep into some great conversations, maybe have some short conversations, but we're at least going to stand out here with a sign that's a big sign that says vegan and challenge the status quo. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Anybody want to try? Just testing values tonight. That's it. Testing values, right, guys? We might actually move soon to a super busy area because it's not incredibly busy right now here. It's kind of died down a bit, but further down the way, we got a whole truckload of people. What's up, big guy? Chicken Taco says big sleep. Okay, thank you for that nonsense. Vegans eat vegan meat. Yep, exactly. Vegans eat vegan meat. Healthiest diet you can't consume is a whole food plant-based diet void of saturated oils and things along those lines. That's the healthiest way you can eat. And if you can get there. There's a lot of delicious vegan meats out there as well if you are hooked on meat. And with these said meats, there's a lot less harm going on, that's for sure. You're not voting for direct animal exploitation. Claire, I don't know. Good question. That's a great question. Hi, guys. You guys want to try? Just test your values. That's it. Have a good night. All right. That's all we're doing out here, testing values. Simple. There's an awful lot of people passing by. Let's get some people to stop. I got my setup tonight, guys, so I'll actually be able to go behind this bench and actually show me and the person. I take baby steps. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? Just test your values? Is that a no? All right. Oh, that's not nice. Small. Said they're too tasty. Well, I'm going to call a spade. I'm going to call that small thing to say. Animals are tasty. Ivan says, I want your job. You're funny. Hi, guys. How's it going? You guys want to try YouTube Live? Why aren't you vegan yet? Just testing values tonight. That's it. All right, have a good night. Oh, Daddy and a caddy. Why don't you give people free vegan candy or food? That's a great idea, and thank you so much for your donation. That's really sweet of you. That's a great idea. Maybe some vegan candy would be cool to start out with, because it's like super simple. I'd love to like hand out some vegan burgers or some vegan, veggie platters at some point. And I was thinking down here at the docks would be a great place to do it too. Great place to do it. We have a huge open canvas. By the way, is that music still okay for you guys? This he's starting to get louder. What's going on, guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? Easiest thing to do. No one gets hurt, right? Have a good night. What's going on, big guy? You guys want to try a few questions? Woo! All right. Okay, good. Have you ever ate meat, or were you raised vegan? No, I was not. I was not. I know, right? What the F was that? Some boat horn. Sorry about that. I was not raised vegan. I was raised eating meat and cheese and milk and eggs, just like everybody else. We're all kind of wounded since birth by industrial narratives that have trickled down from generation to generation and told us that we need meat to survive, that we need, that it's normal, necessary, and nice, and that we can only be healthy eating animals. So I was in the same boat until I had an inflection point. What's going on, guys? How are you? Hi. But yeah, and then you have an inflection point. You see something that kind of illuminates the truth. What's going on, big guy? You want to try a few questions? YouTube Live.
I used to be vegan.
Oh, you did? What happened?
I don't know. Chicken.
I heard.
I was craved it, man.
So you kind of went plant-based. I don't think you went vegan.
I know. I went vegan, then I did like raw food.
Okay.
Just fruits, nuts, salads, and shit.
Yeah, familiar.
And that was great.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't last, and I was like,
yeah. Yeah, I know it's easy not to, because there's a 99% inertia factor. Like, nobody's vegan. 1% of us are vegan.
My friend got me into it.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And have all the pamphlets with like the.
I got some. Yeah.
The guy stuffing the duck.
Isn't that disgusting?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that
don't
is
eat that shit.
abhorrent.
I don't eat that shit.
Yeah, because like deep down, like it's so messed up. It's beyond belief.
And
But
I don't like torturing animals.
Yeah, but what have I told you? Every single bit of animal agriculture involves torture. It involves hanging an animal upside down.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm aware of all that.
Yeah. Well, I challenge you to try it again, because I'm vegan 12 years. My daughter's vegan. I mean, we got information here on nutrition that can help you, but I mean, net, it's easier being vegan and being healthier than eating meat and being healthier, because you're eating cholesterol and saturated fats and a TMAO and just this crazy cocktail.
I thought it was kind of easy too, because there's a lot of stuff. Once you start getting dialed into stuff that is vegan,
Yeah.
and you realize you're not really limited like you used to be.
Right, it's a recalibration, right? And we just try to tell people to think about the animals and just let the why be the kind of compass. Because what's our little buddy doing? Is this a corgi? What a cutie! Another one? See, we could all agree, everybody, that there's somebody behind those eyes, right? Two cute little dogs out here, both little corgis, just hanging out. Beautiful animals. But if you're just getting here, like and subscribe. We're talking to the public tonight. We're asking them why they're not vegan, and we're keeping spirits high and just getting people to think a little bit. That's it. Really simple. We're jamming. We got some music in the background. We got a nice, beautiful, sunny day. I got the Avengers in my chat. We have assembled. All right, if you're just getting here, like, subscribe, and share the videos, share the channels far and wide. Let's get people to think a little bit, and let's do it in spirit of people learning things that are directly suppressed to them via industrial motives. Because that's all this is, guys. It's just questioning official narratives. Why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions. The first one is, what is veganism, or what does veganism mean to you? What's going on, guys? Anybody want to try 3 quick questions? Let's test your values. Really simple. Really simple. All right, have a great night. What is veganism? And most people think it has to do with food. It doesn't have to do with food. Veganism is stance against violence. Veganism is doing your best. Veganism is not voting for direct systems of violence. And then we ask them if they are for or against animal abuse. Seamlessly tease up the third question, why aren't you vegan yet? Healthy dialogue starts. We get into nutrition. We ask them if they think there's anything nutritionally they need in a non-vegan diet. And we tell them there is not. And we go from there and ask them about the implications, ask them what their heart tells them. You know, just that's really it. So, other animals are more complex, but also less frequently bred to be pets and in need of adoption and rescue. Dan says the practice of eating only food not derived from animals and typically of avoiding the use of other animal products. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Dan. Dan in the house. Dan, what's going on, guys? Anybody want to try 3 questions? Test your values. That's it. Good night, guys. Dan, I made sure to park far away from that dock tonight so nobody can throw me into that river. All right, we got a lot of people downtown. But yeah, so a lot of people think it's diet, and it's not diet. Diet's consequential. Just like animal testing is consequential if it has to do with that. Circuses are consequential, but it's a stance against violence and exploiting sentient beings with awareness, aka animals. That's it. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, and I think I might walk, and we're gonna dive into another area, kind of grenade another area where there's a lot more people. People are staying away from the docks, I think, because of the just crazy amounts of wind. That was funny. That last guy comes up all nonchalant, then walks away all nonchalant. And he had a dog. I mean, how can you not see that little dog, that there's somebody behind those eyes? It's really simple, it's nothing complex. The First Lady said veganism's extreme. That's silly too. Seeing something like this as extreme. It's extreme because 99% of people are not vegan right now. We've all been brainwashed and controlled. Woo! All right. Uh-oh. Daniel, oh, cool. Copenhagen. Yep, we're moral agents. Animals are moral patients. They're at our, Dan Meyer, are you Danish? They're at our mercy. We have the power and the guardianship over them. All right, we're dying down with volume here a little bit. Slowly building a crowd here, huh? Any newcomers, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so we can keep building this out and, reach a nice little point where we can hit optimal exposure and literally just share information with people that won't otherwise get it, because social media is kind of a godsend. And I don't know if it was by design architected to be a godsend like this. I don't think they saw, I think there were a few holes in their idea with as far as launching and architecting social media, because sound information can get out, unfortunately, for them. And right now we have the ability to lever that sound information, proliferate it far and wide through social media. and at the same time can be out disrupting societal flows like this, you know, making people think as they walk by. I gotta get my energy levels up, guys. I gotta get my energy levels up. I feel a little tired. I might take you with me to get a coffee at a certain point, but I'm gonna try to stay out here for as long as I can. I did bring my charger for a potential round 2 if that kind of presents. But I think I'm gonna move in T-minus, what do we got now, 30 minutes? I'm gonna move now. Go for a swim, hey. All right, we're gonna move, everybody. Different location. Ain't nothing going on here. Let's go this way. All right, anyway, thanks for traveling with me here. We're hitting the city docks tonight, and I think I might go back to my spot at the base of that hill. There just might be too many people at the docks right now that I can't even, it's like a freaking rock concert out here. And the wind is crazy. Anyway, anybody have any good vegan meals today? Anybody? Yes. Here we go. Here come the police trolling around me again for no reason. Or maybe I'm just being paranoid. You had popcorn? Hell yeah. Don't say it. Don't say it, Dan. Did you see that movie before me? Don't say it. Or did you get dragged to Lilo and Stitch? All right, I think I'm gonna park it here. I think I might park it right here, actually, guys. This is a kind of a good spot. What do you think? It's not bad. I think I like this spot. All right, I knew it, you son of a. Good for you. Was it good? What's going on, big guy? Hi guys, I'm gonna try a few questions. Just test your values a little bit. Have a great day. White potatoes and salad, that's awesome. Let's go. What did I have? I had hummus. What's going on, guys? Anybody want to try 3 quick questions? YouTube Live. Just testing values tonight, that's it. What's going on, guys? Anybody want to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go. Hi guys. You guys want to try a few questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Just testing values. That's it. My pleasure. All right. We're building a little crowd in here. If you're just getting here, like and subscribe. I'm out here on the streets. I'm asking people why they're not vegan yet. Most people have vegan hearts, but their actions are not reflecting that. We are voting for systems of violence with our dollar, which is the way to vote. Not the ballot, it's the dollar. And hopefully having some healthy conversations. So the 3 quick questions are, what is veganism? Are you against animal abuse? And then why aren't you vegan yet? What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live. How you doing? How about you? You want to try a few questions? All right, right on. I guess I got this space to myself. I got a little real estate here. Yes, everybody like and subscribe. You guys are just a bunch of Karens telling everybody what to do. No checkbox, no. My God. We're vessels of information. How's it going, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? We're just literally vessels of information that are sharing sound information that's otherwise suppressed by industrial narratives. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? So you can call us what you want, but you need to take a step back and think about what you're defending when you're not vegan and when you're telling people not to tell people to be vegan. Utter just beta shit. Hi guys. it going, everybody? Anybody want to try? 3 questions? Just test your values. That's it. All right. How's it going, dude? Hey, guys. Uh-oh. These breakdancing. Hi, guys. All right. Uh-oh. Somebody being disrespectful? Clara, Lewis, any moderator, you have full, of course, autonomy to kick people out that are being disrespectful. Yeah, what Steven said. We're questioning, that's it. And you know, that's one of the big things that veganism is. All it is questioning narratives, that's it. It's not really much more outside of that kind of purview. What's up, guys? Want to try a few questions? YouTube Live, why aren't you vegan yet? Have a good night. Some people are so zoned in. Try the vegan option. Exactly. Try the vegan option. And you create a lot less harm by voting for systems that do not directly exploit others. Hi, guys. How's it going? I just saw these guys out at the docks. What's going on, everybody? 3 quick questions. Anybody? Why aren't you vegan yet? Oh, you are? Tell the world, right? We're not quiet anymore. Let's go. Hi, guys. She said she's vegan. That's awesome. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? You got it. YouTube Live, any questions? Or do you want to try 3 quick questions, guys? Just testing values tonight. Simple endeavor. That guy's in the house. Oh, that's not cool. I'm going to tell you what I told the guys that just walked by and said, we're going to have a big steak tonight. It's not nice, that guy, and it's small for you to dominate your might over somebody else's vulnerability. Very small, very emasculating. Kind of feel sorry for you. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Oh, okay. Good one. You guys want to try questions for YouTube Live? Why aren't you vegan yet?
Of course.
Oh my, you come up with such conviction. Okay, cool. My name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. What's your name?
My name is Kirk.
Kirk, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I asked 3 questions. The first one is, what is veganism, or what do you think it is?
Veganism is when you eat no meat, no dairy, and
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no meat, no
dairy, like meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey, right?
Yes, correct.
So there is a dietary component to it, but we like to kind of dig a little deeper and kind of flesh out the real definition, which is 3 things, right? The first one is it's doing your best. It's not perfection. And then it's a stance against violence. That's the second thing that it is. And then it's abstaining from voting directly for systems of exploitation. That's the third thing. So we can kind of consolidate all that into a stance against violence. My second question is, are you against animal abuse?
Yes.
Yes, reflexively, right? So that tees up the third question. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Yeah. I want to be, and I've been planning to,
Yeah.
so I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. So it's in your heart. Maybe it's meant for you to, I don't know, hit our little hub tonight. This is just a little active pop-up, station where we just kind of put some awareness out there. But I would piggyback another question on, do you think we need anything nutritionally from an animal?
No, everything we need is from the plants and the vegetables that we have.
Can you work with me tonight while we try to interview more of the public? Yeah, that's it, right? Every single vitamin and nutrient is available on a plant-based diet. There are lies that appeal to vegans. There are lies that appeal to non-vegans, but you can get it all from a plant-based diet. What would be the biggest thing stopping you from going vegan just boom right now?
Probably those 2 kids.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
I got to cook for them when they eat, and then, it just...
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, just so you know, I have a daughter. She's vegan. She's going to be, the better part of a decade soon. And she's, same thing as me. We don't do vitamin supplements. We eat all the nutrition that our body needs. And the cool thing is you can find all the fun meats and all the fun seafoods, and they're vegan. You can seek them out. You can find the vegan meats like Beyond or Gardein or you name it. There's tons of brands out there. And they're fun to explore because you find different taste profiles that you might like or you never knew you might like. But the best part is we're not voting for these crazy systems that are hidden from us on purpose. So here, take this card before you go. That's got my YouTube channel on it. But yeah, I mean, you guys can make the switch right now and just feel better. You know, the best part is the animals are left alone, and then we get to walk around like with our values and our actions just equilibrated. You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. What's your name?
Kirk.
Oh, that's right. There's my short-term memory. I'm 10-second Tom tonight,
Yeah.
so I'll give you an awkward avant-garde handshake there. Do you have any questions for me?
No question.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks for giving me, you know, the time to talk, and thanks for listening, guys. But moving forward, just think about those little tiny animals with awareness behind their eyes, you know.
All right.
Have a great one.
Great job, man.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you,
good job.
guys.
All right.
You guys enjoy this walk. This guy's a legend. Kirk is a legend. You guys take care. All right, guys. Welcome back. That was a good, healthy conversation. All right, guys. We're doing the 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? Just testing values tonight. That's it. A lot of walkers. Let's see what we got here. Can hardly see. Okay. Thought that was a good convo. Maybe make a short out of it. You guys saw me in the shot, right? Like, you saw me in that shot, right? With him? Yes, and like and subscribe, everybody who's just getting here. And you can watch my energy levels scale. Okay, good. Thank you, Tessa. Because I was dead with energy before. Hi, guys. How's it going? Hi, everybody. Why aren't you vegan yet, everybody? Let's go. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? You'll be on TV. Okay, let's go. Think about the animals, right? The animals. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Kind of switching up the model a little bit. All right, guys, are we stepping up? Guys, let's step up. Come on, 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? You gotta be on YouTube. That's the only caveat. Oh, all right. Just testing people's values tonight. All right, let's go. Let's get vocal. What's going on, guys? Anybody want to try 3 quick questions? Just testing people's values tonight. That's it. What's going on, big guy? How are you? Let's do it. Are you vegan? Let's do it. We're not gonna stay quiet anymore, right? What he said. How's it going, guys? How are you? Awesome. Hi, everybody. Be kind, be vegan. That's all it is kindness. That's all it is. Why can't we be hunter-gatherers again? Because there's no need for it. It's ridiculousness. We're in 2025. What's going on, guys? We are in 2025. No need to hunt another animal. That's beta and cowardly, if you ask me. That's exactly what that is. You guys want to try a few questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Just testing values tonight. That's it. Great night. Fail. We got to put a little theater in there. If not, if the outreacher doesn't peacock a little bit, how are we going to get conversations? You know, how are we going to do that, guys? What's going on, guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go. 2025. No excuse. Have a good night. Hi, guys. How's it going? Anybody want to try 3 quick questions?
I'll do it.
You'll do it. Okay. Are you okay being on my YouTube?
Absolutely.
My name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. What's your name?
Whopper new cheese.
Okay, possible? No, just kidding.
Go ahead.
So what's veganism?
You refrain from animal products such as beef, milk, eggs.
Yes, 100%. Nailed it, 100%.
Woo!
But that's not the actual definition. It's integral, but the actual definition is 3 things. It's a stance against violence, it's a stance against oppression, it's doing your best, and it's not voting directly for systems of violence.
What do those things have to do with what you eat?
Everything.
In terms of what?
Everything. Do you know what happens behind the curtain in animal agriculture?
What does it matter? How do you eat?
Well, I'm talking about what happens for the food to get to the plate.
They put a stun to the animal's head.
What else?
Knock it off unconscious.
Okay.
Then
What
they
else?
slaughter it. They gut it.
Now, what do they do to their necks?
They cut the carotid
They
artery.
slit them ear to ear,
Yeah.
hang them upside down, bleed them out, blood and guts all over the factory farm floor. Sometimes they kick them, they spit on them, they'll laugh at them, and most of the time they get a very disrespectful death.
But I'm
in
okay
this,
with that.
in this,
I'm hungry.
but you're okay. Well, we're in an impasse. We can't go any farther with this interview.
Oh. But what do I win?
Nothing. This is just an awareness campaign, just to get people to think about their actions. A lot of us. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Are you against, say, animal abuse?
Yes.
Okay.
Who wouldn't be?
So maybe you do have a vegan heart. I don't know. But all veganism is the third. I usually tee up the third question. Why aren't you vegan yet? From there,
Okay, tee it up for me.
all it is if we're walking around. Let's go. If we're walking around saying we're against violence and we're against abuse, but we're paying for the same violence and abuse 3 times a day, we're all hypocrites. And the best thing about, or the best part about being vegan is you authenticize your values with your actions. That's it. And the other best part is the animals get to be left alone. Simple, right?
But I'm okay with that.
But are you? We've all been taught to be okay with that by industrial narratives. Our
by
parents were
eating
taught that. Their parents were taught
Vegan
that.
lifestyle, you are depriving the other animals of the forest of what they would eat.
Do you know how much plants it takes to create animal protein, the ratio?
Oh yeah, it's astronomical for cows, lesser for pigs.
Yeah, but what is it, do you know? Okay, I'm going to tell you. It's 8 to 1. So for every 8 units of energy that the cow intakes, it outputs 1 unit of energy. So think about the inefficiency there. So basically, you just defended my own argument with kind of your said rebuttal.
I've not put a light bulb in a cow's ass in a long time.
You've done that? Don't say it. Well, I know, and I know we can be lighthearted, we can be, kind of jokingly about it, but it's very serious, guys. Like it's like we're hidden from it by design. Like the narratives that control everything, they don't want us thinking about this stuff.
You humanized your emotions to lesser beings, things that don't have a soul.
Well,
They're cute, they're fluffy, yeah.
We do know they have sentience, right? Like if we believe in creationism, we do believe that we know the Creator created them with sentience. Do you know what sentience is?
But God created the animals for us to feed upon.
But why did He create them with pain sensors?
How do you feel about abortion?
That doesn't have anything to do with it. And the reason I say that is because yesterday there was an army of people around me, and we just went all off on abortion.
Does a fetus not feel pain?
I will kind of back up a little bit, and I'll say, if you are pro-life, you should be consistent and be vegan. Yeah, that's what I would say, and that's kind of like the nuts and bolts of how we ended things yesterday. I'll skip the whole thing.
Your life, so we are both. So now you come to my side. I won.
Okay.
Right?
You guys think you won?
I am pro my life, and I am pro your life.
Yeah, but the thing is that what we try to articulate is there are these beings with awareness. We have a choice to where we can eat meat or
human beings. They're
yes.
not animals.
Well, animals are also beings with awareness. They have sentience, a central nervous system, pain receptors, families, noses to breathe, eyes to see. Oh, is there an empirical data that you can provide me with there? It's tough because it doesn't exist. We speculate, and I don't want to get into like a religious conversation, but it's more so just like. And it's all, by the way, all this is in the spirit of love. Like I'm against the argument if I come off like my ebb and flow comes off hostile, and this is a healthy thing for any kind of. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's just against the argument, and it's against these guys upstairs, these control narratives that have trickled down all this false information to get us behaving the way we do, and killing these poor little souls that just have to have some random farmer with a scythe slit their whole world open with blood, nuts, their families, and then all of a sudden the human beings, they get hurt too, because the factory farm workers, they go nuts. They got to see this day in, day out. Factory farm workers have the biggest levels of domestic violence in our country. So they'll go and they'll do their work all day, and we're paying for this to happen. And then they're going to go home and beat their wives.
What's the control of that statement?
I mean, I'm not talking, I don't have any peer-reviewed kind of PubMed science in front of me. Well, I can tell you, you can look it up. You can look it up. You could look it up. But if you look at it from a really macro perspective and you're religious, then you'll be vegan if you're for humans as well, if you're for our human brothers and sisters as well.
What's the alternative?
Of not being vegan?
Sure.
Well, you have to vote for systems of abhorrent violence and rape and torture, and you have to vote for humans to get.
I haven't raped a cow in a long time.
But you paid for it.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, so the hitman that gets a hit out on somebody, isn't the financier just as culpable?
When you're laying in bed in the morning, we all take a chance to get out of bed or not. That's the way it is.
Very true. That's why every moment on Earth we should be, standing up for our values. What do you think about that?
I'm going to stand up for the values of a tasty filet mignon.
I think we're at an impasse. What's your name? You told me in the beginning, but I already forgot.
Burger.
Oh, that's right. That's what I didn't forget.
Last name King.
I'm going to let you go because I don't think we can get anywhere. If I gave you a card, would you look up resources?
Sure.
You can see my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys for having the guts to listen because it's a difficult conversation, and you'll never see it on mainstream TV. You'll never see it on the radio.
To your opinion.
The
And that's
fact
what
is,
America is.
fact is, it's not an opinion, so I can't fist bump that. We're talking objective facts here, so can't fist bump that. I'm sorry.
You are entitled to your opinion.
It's literally a stance against violence is what we're trying to get people to understand. There is no opinion.
Violence against
There's no
humans.
opinion here, and humans, as I kind of declared.
But who's slaughtering humans?
Well, a lot of humans
Other
commit
than
suicide. The factory farm workers, if you look at the statistics, you'll see that they kind of kill themselves sometimes. It's up to you if you want to go down that rabbit hole.
Suicidal, they already had that predisposition anyway.
I'm going to let you guys go for the night. I appreciate the conversation. Do you guys have any questions for me?
What's the fastest land animal on Earth?
Cheetah. Hey, I got it right. All right, guys, have a great day. Please have a great night, and don't take anything personally. Thank you so much. Yes, you can. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Okay, I thought that went pretty good, guys. Did you guys see both of us there? Yeah, exactly. I can't fist bump that. I can't handshake that. Sorry. Not going to agree to that. It is a stone cold fact that when you pay for non-vegan food, you're paying for violence. Yeah, he was rude. That's why I got him out of there. And he was starting to troll and be kind of a joker. But, he might, just people don't know, man. People just don't know. And it's frustrating sometimes. We've all been taught all these things. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? Just test your values. That's it. Have a great night. Great patience with that, with that convocation. Bring it back to the victims. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, I tried to just rein it in and reorient. We're not going to go down this abortion path again tonight. We're not doing that. We're not going down this religious thing. I'm not going to stoke any more fires like I did, was it yesterday? And just had an army of Christians around me. I thought I was going to get stoned or crowd surfed into the river. Hi, guys. Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? Just testing people's values tonight. That's it. Have a great night, guys. Yeah, it sidetracks it, exactly. And then it's like this huge thing. Definitely not a joke. You'll see more animal rights activists like myself coming out and doing these kinds of things, newcomer in the chat. This is what we have to do, unfortunately, right now, because no matter how much we lever social media, no matter how much we inundate the masses with fun facts online, these societal flows are just not changing, and the hive mind is strong. The inertia is strong. Got to disrupt them. Got to start putting little accountability hubs throughout each city just to educate people. And it's for their own sake. It's not for like some kind of weird, selfish, stand on my soapbox, say I'm vegan sake. Hi, guys. It is for their own sake so we can help people make connections. We have been taught that we are all separate, fundamentally separate. We are not. We are all interconnected. Hi, guys. Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's not be violent. Hi, guys. Oh, Nick says, I hate vegans. Well, think about what you're defending, Nick. It's a very beta thing. Hi, guys. Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. YouTube Live.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. All right, hold up. We all got to get in the shot.
How many
Okay.
viewers?
I don't know right now. We got 38 right now, but we're still kind of fresh.
T-Talk?
YouTube Live.
YouTube
Live.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Question.
All right. So my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. What are your names?
My name is Harry.
Harry?
Call me Todd.
Oh, cool. Okay, I can't repeat it or I'm going to offend you probably.
Zephyr.
That's an
My
awesome
name is Zephyr.
Very cool. Okay, my name's Jimmy. So my 3 quick questions are, first one is, do you guys know what veganism is? What's your definition of it?
It's a vegetable, no meat.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you choose to have a better lifestyle and you choose to don't harm the animal. Yup.
I think he got it the closest, but that's true too. Food is a consequential part of veganism, but it's not the crux, right? What I've been telling people tonight is veganism is essentially 3 things. Number 1 is doing your best. It's not perfection. Number 2, it is abstaining from voting for systems of direct violence. And then it's also a stance against violence. So it's those 3 things kind of aggregated and combined and distilled into a simple stance against violence. My next question is, are you guys against animal abuse?
Against what?
Against animal abuse. Like if you saw me with a dog or something, or whatever.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You're against it. You're against it, right?
What's that mean?
If you try
What would you say if I was to have? Yeah, if I had a dog right here and I was kicking it, I'd call that abuse, right? And if it was your dog, you'd probably beat the crap out of me.
Yo, it's bad. It's
bad,
super
right?
bad.
It's
It's
very
very
bad.
bad.
Exactly. Thank you. Okay, my third question is, here it comes, and this tees up seamlessly. Why aren't you vegan yet? Because you're already against animal abuse.
I am half vegan.
Oh, you're half
I am
vegan.
half.
Okay, gotcha. How does that work?
I only eat meat at dinner.
Oh, this is a new one. This is novel. This is a novel happening. Okay, gotcha. Now I got you, and it's that's great. I've never heard that before. But would you say that like taste, pleasure, convenience, and habit, would you say that those outweigh the fact that we're taking the life of a being with awareness? What do you think about that?
Yeah,
And that's a tough question, I know.
From my opinion, that's kind of natural things because if you wild animals have to eat meat, you can't choose what you eat, right? If you're an animal,
If you're an animal,
Yup.
But you're not. But you're not an animal. You're a human animal.
As
but-
a human being, you're
Yeah.
part of it. If you choose to eat animals, I don't think it's you should judge.
Okay.
But
I would-
I totally respect if you're vegan, you don't
Yeah.
want to harm animal. I totally respect that. But
Yeah.
somebody choose to eat meat, I think it's a traditional thing. So
Tradition, culture, habit, convenience,
Yeah.
all that stuff, right? So we can appeal to nature, right, and say, this is nature, this is how it is, we're top of the food chain. But a lot of shit happens in nature. Lions kill their own cubs. There's a lot of rape and sexual exploitation, or not exploitation, but sexual abuse in nature. We can't really look to nature and use that as an end-all, be-all kind of appeal and use that in the argument, right? What I would piggyback my 4th question to would be, do you think there's anything nutritionally that we need from a from a non-vegan diet?
nutritionally.
Nutritionally, yes.
So I have no idea. So
Okay.
if you
What do you think?
if some kind of elements you can take in from the meat.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you other ways you can eat things like pills or something
okay.
like that. You can take other things.
Okay. Pills that you might have to take if you're a vegan, I got you. Do you guys think there's anything that you can't get from a vegan diet?
I don't know. Maybe some red meat.
Okay, red meat. Okay.
Or
A lot of people say, okay, I'll let you finish. Sorry.
or the calorie.
Or the what?
The calorie.
Calorie.
Okay.
Energy.
Oh, yeah. I got you. Okay, how about you? Anything nutritionally do you
no
think you
idea.
need? Okay, so going off the vitamins thing, you're going to hear B12 from time to time. It's all bullshit. The same bacteria that the company that builds out B12 uses is still alive and very well in the soil, and it's in root and noduled soil. So if you eat legumes, you get, I'm doing quotes here, B12, or the bacteria that Merck and Company uses, right? Other than that, and that's for the vegans as well, okay? Enough of this crap with defending B12 and its utility. So that's for you guys too. We get everything we need, right? From the carbs to the protein to the vitamins to the nutrients. I've been vegan 12 years. I don't take vitamins or supplements. 12 years. My daughter's been vegan since birth. No vitamins or supplements. I have friends, family, same boat, right? But we're told by narratives, and these are the controlling kind of puppeteers, the 1% of the 1%. We call them the plutocrats, the ones that benefit by means of control, power, and money on the naivety of the collective. And they've told us since the genesis of time that eating meat is normal, necessary, and nice. And I'm so glad that we had this beautiful moment where we're all meeting up, and I can tell you that you don't need anything nutritionally from an animal, zero. And the fact that that stands leaves us with implications. What do you think those implications are?
I don't know.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, the fact that we don't need anything nutritionally from an animal leaves us with certain implications. Any ideas what those implications are?
I don't know.
That basically that we're doing this for taste pleasure, for convenience, for taste, and the word arbitrary comes to mind. We don't need to do it at all. We can leave these beautiful beings with awareness alone and to experience this gorgeous earth that all three of us get to experience. So what would be the biggest thing stopping you guys from being vegan?
From my perspective, I just love the taste and I can't quit. If you told me like you can't eat like meat, steak, chicken anymore at the rest of life, I think I can't get used to it.
This is one that I get all the time, and I get it 100%, right? I was the biggest meat eater for 30 years. I was the guy at the restaurant that said, "Excuse me, waiter, I want the biggest steak you got and give me a big goblet of red wine. Thank you." And my now wife, I was always trying to impress her with that, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But the thing is, you can find all these things and recalibrate your taste buds and eat the vegan versions of, because they're out there. I don't miss a meal, man. I don't miss a meal. And I eat well, and I love every single meal that I eat, and all it takes is time. Your why has to be strong enough. You have to say, I want to be a guardian and not a bully. I want to be a defender and not someone that just goes with the rest of everybody.
Okay.
I'm going to leave you guys with that. Any other questions for me?
Thank you.
Did you get my card? Somebody took a card, right? Or no?
No.
Okay, here, one for you, one for you. My YouTube channel's on there, one for you. Just think about it, man. You're gonna feel healthier, you're gonna feel spiritually lighter, and your values and your actions, they're gonna be, bam, equilibrated. It's a beautiful thing. And you guys are awesome. Hey, we had fun, right? And that's the spirit of these things. Just educate, just awareness. That's it. But you guys have a great night. Enjoy this beautiful weather out there. Take care. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Cool. Bye, guys. All right, everybody. I think we had a little nice little conversation there. We're going to try to get a bunch tonight. We're going to stand out here, and we're going to keep talking. And I'm sorry if I came off a little harsh there with the B12 thing, but I love you guys. I care for you guys, and all my fellow vegans in the chat. And I've just been privy to some educational content in the last, 2 or 3 weeks. And this said educational content will be surfacing probably the beginning of next month for everybody to get. And the one thing it's gonna do when it comes out is it's gonna piss you off and make you extremely mad to know that you've been putting cobalt in your body as a vegan since you've been vegan. Cobalt's not a good thing, guys. I thought that outreach was pretty solid. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? All right, we're trying an experiment tonight. Why aren't you vegan yet? Anybody want to try? Oh, it's not nice. It's not nice. Not nice. Hi, guys. Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? So we're out here testing the values of the public tonight, and we're asking them why they're not vegan yet. And not only are we doing that, but we're engaging everybody that walks by. We're not going to be quiet anymore. Hi, guys. Who wants to try? 3 quick questions? Okay. Have a great night. At that one point, those guys were all just done. Those 3, they were really cool dudes, though, and they stopped. Everyone gets excited, which is awesome, and we want them to get excited. We're on YouTube. This could be, a paradigm-changing moment. It's going to be fun. Definitely educational, because you're not going to hear anything from a vegan activist on mainstream media. What's going on, guys? There they are. They're back. Oh, yeah. Look at these beautiful animals. Cute. Corgi and a St. Bernard. Go, Jimmy! Thanks, Clara. Nick R., that's what we've been taught since space and time in the beginning of, is that it's just food. We look at it like it's just food. It's just some mellow and laxative. It's just not really taking it seriously. Hi, guys. Why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions. Not really taking it seriously. It's lighthearted. It's just food. The thing is, it's extremely serious. We're hanging a being upside down and slitting their effing throat. That's not just food, Nick. That is called abhorrent behavior. Whether someone is vegan or not, everyone has different values, and trying to tell someone their values are bad, it's not going to work out. The thing is common sense. Even you have a vegan heart, my friend. We're all wounded since birth. We're all kind of told these things since birth, their parents and their parents. If you're against animal abuse, you are vegan. You're just acting out of alignment when you're buying meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. But your own intuition will tell you your morals. And every single one of us, for the most part, how's it going, big guy? Every single one of us, for the most part, is against animal abuse. Our intuition guides us there. That's where morals come from. It is objective. It is objective. I really don't care either way, but I like the way they taste. I think you're a big teddy bear, Nick. I don't agree with that at all. And I think if you dig deep and get introspective, you'll realize that you're vegan at heart too, big guy. Omnivores by design, that's a good one. Hi guys, anybody want to try 3 questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Just testing values. Let's teach kindness. There you go. How's it going? Hi guys, how's it going, everybody? How you doing? Anybody want to try YouTube Live? Why aren't you vegan yet? Uh-oh. What the? All right, if you're just getting here, like and subscribe. I'm out here asking the public tonight why they're not vegan yet. It's up to you. You can try. Up to you. Be really quick, really quick. So I got a little sign here. Aren't these cute little animals? We got a cow, we got a dolphin. What's your favorite animal down there? The doggy. You know what mine is? I like this guy and I like this guy. Oh, okay. Do you guys want to be off camera or on camera? Off camera, okay. So it's just 3 questions, right? First of all, my name's James. What are your names? Tanya?
Monroe.
Monroe. Oh, awesome names. How about you?
Jacqueline.
Oh, what a cute name and what a cutie. Okay, so the first question is, do you guys know what veganism is?
Yeah. Yes.
What do you think it is?
When you don't eat meat. Yeah.
Okay.
Same
When you
thing
don't eat
with
meat, the last guy said when you don't eat meat, when you don't eat secretions from animals, honey and stuff like that. That's accurate too. So the food part is part of it, but the real definition is deeper. It's a stance against violence, it's doing your best, and it's not voting for direct systems of violence with your dollar. So it's those 3 things, right? Are you guys against animal abuse?
Yes.
You are? Okay, that's awesome. Like, do you have any pets?
Yeah.
I know you got a pet. What's your pet?
I don't have a pet.
Oh, okay. Who's got pets? What's her name?
His name is Doki.
Doggy?
Doki.
Dougie.
Yeah.
Dougie. I love that. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're all against animal abuse, right? Myself included. That tees up the 3rd question, which is why aren't you vegan yet? It's a simple kind of relay into that 3rd question. Because you're already vegan. You're already vegan at heart. At heart, right?
Yeah.
What if I told you you need nothing from an animal to thrive? No vitamins, no extra nutrients, nothing. You can get everything from plants. I've been vegan 12 years. My daughter's been vegan since birth. And you can taste the same tastes. And then here's the bonus. You can, your health will thank you. Big bonus, right? So what do you think about that? Oh yeah, that's right. That's your favorite animal. What do you guys think about that? What's the biggest thing stopping you from going vegan?
Maybe being used to eating meat like all your life.
Yes, me too. Bless you. Me too. I ate meat, cheese, milk, and eggs every single meal of my life. I'm sorry, what happened?
I just don't care. Yeah, I know why, but I like to do dogs. I love dogs.
I know you do. There's a bunch more coming down here if the same ones that keep circling are going to circle again. But I guess I'm out here to kind of get in the middle of that, right? We've all been eating it forever, and we never question it. Our parents do it, their parents did it, their parents did it, and the thing is, somebody told the beginning. Oh, we're good. Somebody told the first generation that that's what we should be doing, and it's like buttoning the first button on your shirt wrong, and then every other button is wrong. So all the familiar generations down the line are all doing incorrect things, and it's at the expense of a helpless little, could be, a cow or other animals that we exploit. But I know you guys are en route, but I'll challenge you to think about the animal, because you don't have to eat animals for anything. And you guys can be vegans. You're young. You're the future, leaders. And this is the way to step up and be, a real guardian. So what kind of questions do you guys have for me? What do you think about that?
I don't know. How can you change that? Like, if you're used to eating meat, how can you stop eating?
Oh, I got you. And you know what? It takes a little while to recalibrate, but get this, right? There's so many vegan versions of the same meats that you like out there. And before I say anything else, industry and money and big business is going to tell you that these certain plant-based versions are bad for you. So I want you to keep that in mind if you're ever entertaining trying a plant-based version, because these are lies. They want to keep that money coming in, and they want you to stay sick, be sick, and then go on to purchase pharmaceuticals from their neighboring, proxies and stuff like that. You can do it. You can find Beyond Burgers. You can find Gardein Burgers, Boca Burgers. They taste the same. And there's no cholesterol. There's no sat fat, heterocyclic amines, TMAO, copious amounts of saturated fat, hormones, growth factors, you name it. All that is in meat. All of it. So, hi guys. So you get a health bonus, you get a spiritual bonus, and you get to leave the animals alone. Right? You can do it. I'm telling you, I got faith in you guys. What's that quote from Spider-Man? Who knows it? I bet you know it. What's that quote from Spider-Man? With great power comes...
Great responsibility.
Nailed it. I'm going to leave you guys with that, and I'm going to give you some cards. These, and you're getting one too. And you're getting one too. If you want, you can check out my resources. I'd really like it if you did. My YouTube channel's on there. It's called Vegan Sign Guy, and I'm out in the streets a few times a week. And just bringing awareness and trying to give my fellow humans information that is being hidden from them. Yes, ma'am.
I go to the zoo one day.
Yeah.
You know why? If I see every animal, but there are penguins. You know why? I don't know why if I touch an animal. It's a lion.
Do you get Hulu? Do you guys get Hulu? The streaming service? Oh, okay. There's a movie called March of the Penguins on there now. I think you'll love. But I'll let you guys go. You're en route. Do you have any more questions for me? All right, let's go. Thanks for having the bravery to stop by. You guys are awesome. Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful night. Take care. And that's what we're doing tonight. They didn't want to be on camera, and I respect that. And to all activists that are out there, we should always tell people that will be our subjects and these, other human beings that they're on YouTube Live. We have to tell them that ahead of time. I wasn't doing that for a period of time. All right, if you're just getting here, like and subscribe. How's it going, guys? Who wants to try YouTube Live? 3 quick questions. Just test your values. Simple. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? YouTube Live, anybody? Testing values tonight. How you doing? A little value testing. Oh, all right. You got no muscle. Mike says, I got no muscle. Steak makes me buff. Hi, guys. Oh, do you want to try? You want to try? Okay, it's just 3 quick questions. Are you okay being on my YouTube Live, or do you not want to be on YouTube Live? You do? Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. What's your name?
Kennedy.
Kennedy, that's such a pretty name. I've always thought that's such a pretty name. So the 3 questions that I'm asking tonight are, do you know what veganism is? You don't? Okay. What do you think it is?
I don't know.
So basically, the answer that I get the most is that veganism has to do with food, right? So not eating meat, not eating cheese, not eating milk, not eating stuff that comes from animals, right? But I like to dig a little deeper. And I guess the first thing I like to point out is a quote from Spider-Man. Have you seen Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire? So there's a quote, right? That quote goes, with great power comes, I don't know, do you know? Oh, yeah, he nailed it. With great power comes great responsibility. So that is what veganism is. It's basically being a guardian to your fellow brothers and sisters, the animals, and abstaining from paying for certain systems that hurt the said animals. So that's kind of the crux of the experiment. My second question is always the same, and it's, do you believe in animal abuse? You don't. But if you saw a dog and I was kicking your dog, you'd probably kick my butt and throw me into that river, right? I guess you would. I think you would. My third question is, why aren't you vegan yet? Because it tees it up. If you're against animal abuse, veganism's the next step, because that means you're kind of aligning your values with your actions. So, what do you think about that? It's something to think about, though, right? I'll tell you, or I'll ask you a question. Do you guys think there's anything nutritionally that you need from an animal?
Meat.
From meat, yeah. Well, a lot of people say protein. Is that what you mean? Or okay. Well, I've been vegan for 12 years. My daughter's vegan, and we don't take vitamins or supplements. We just eat whole food, plant-based foods, like plants. And then, sorry, all night. I get boat horns and car engines. And then these little guys, these cuties, all get to be left alone instead of having some random man basically take a big knife and do things I'd rather not say on camera to these cute little guys. So I guess that's why I'm here tonight. Do you have any questions for me? Oh, do you want to ask about my YouTube channel?
Yeah, what's it called?
Okay, it's called Vegan Sign Guy. And I go out in public and I hold signs and I have interviews with amazing people like yourself. But the one thing I like to leave you guys with is that until we're vegan, we just keep paying for these little animals to go to slaughterhouses, and we don't have to anymore. And I have a card for you guys if you'd like. So take my card, check it out, and it's got my YouTube channel and resources and health resources, and there's free nutritionists you can get hooked up with. It's a lot of fun once you go down the rabbit hole. So what was your name? Kennedy, right? Well, Kennedy, it's been a pleasure. Do you have any questions for me?
Are you gonna follow him?
Are you gonna follow me? Yeah! Okay, can I get a fist bump? Fist bump, boom! Okay.
Follow you.
Oh, I'll follow you too. What's your channel name?
Kennedy Conley.
Can you say it to the camera?
Kennedy Conley.
Okay, looks like everybody follow this amazing young lady. Okay, and I'm gonna follow you too. So we got maybe close to 100 people in here now, so that's a lot of people. I can't really see from here, but we were nearing that area, so that's really cool. I want you to think about though the interview too, because that's the whole reason I'm here, is to get people critically thinking, because this information is directly hidden from us on purpose. And if you love animals, we got to go vegan, I guess. So I'll let you guys go. Have a great night. You guys are awesome. Thank you, sir, for having the compassion and the fortitude to stop by.
Ryan,
What's your name? I'm Jimmy.
Jimmy, nice to meet you.
Jimmy. And what's this guy's name? Clayton. Nice. That's awesome. Nice to meet you too. Well, you guys have a great night.
You too, Jimmy. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Yeah, let's go.
Enjoy this weather. Okay, let's see. How am I rolling here? We got. Okay, yeah, I guess that was fairly accurate. 77 of you in here, fantastic. Welcome if you're just getting here. I'm out here asking the public why they're not vegan yet. 3 simple questions, really simple. Hi guys, how you doing? And we are just testing values. It's not hard. It's not a hard concept. If you're against animal abuse, you're vegan. If you're against violence, you're vegan. If you're against racism, you're vegan. If you're against war, you're vegan. Hi guys. You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? All right, have a great night. If you are pro-LGBTQ, you're also vegan. Because you know what veganism is, guys? It's literally one thing and one thing only. I can distill it with 2 words. I guess 3. The golden rule. Boom. That's it. The golden rule. Hi, guys. You want to try YouTube Live? Just test your values a little bit? That's it. All right. Have a great night, guys. You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? Why aren't you vegan yet? What's going on, big guy? Oh, it's not nice. Small. What's going on, dude?
Are snails okay?
Snails okay. Well, veganism's not perfection. That's the one thing about veganism. It gets misconstrued and distorted a lot. Oh, you're eating them?
Yeah.
I mean, no. I mean, we're talking sentience, It's not very difficult. This guy asked if snails are okay. What's going on, guys? How are you? Anybody want to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Be kind, be vegan. Easiest thing to do in 2025. We need nothing nutritionally from an animal, everybody. If you guys are just getting here, like and subscribe, and come on back. And we'll be doing activism at least once a week, challenging the public's values, putting them in the limelight, keeping the public accountable. And while we're doing that, hopefully share some beautiful information that will help people that want to change. Because it ain't going to happen if we're not outreaching. Hi, guys. Who wants to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Poor little animals. Have a good night, guys. All right. Welcome. Hi, guys. You guys want to try 3 questions? Why aren't you vegan? All right, have a good night. So, man, it's just a beautiful night to be out here. I want everybody in here that is a well-bred vegan to consider doing this. Because it's just, I mean, honestly, it's fun too, because you meet cool people. I'm out, look at this, hang on, I'm gonna show you. We're out here on the docks. We got a beautiful, beautiful night out here. Everyone's out here having a good time. We got a lot of societal flow. Hi guys, how's it going, everybody? You guys wanna try? Why aren't you vegan yet? Have a good night. And it's kind of fun. And kind of, I would contest necessary now. Hi guys, who wants to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. I bet you I can get these next guys coming up. They're ready to go. Let's see if I can bait them in. What's going on, guys? Who wants to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Come on. Oh, let's be nice. Let's be vegan. Hi guys. You guys want to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. Have a good night. Hi, guys. All right, what do you guys think? You guys think I should move locations? How much juice do I got? I'm about a little over halfway. Do you guys think I should move locations? Can somebody kick out vegans can blow me whenever you want? Thank you. Here we go. Nick, if you ask questions, they insult. If you don't agree, you are a bad person. I don't think that made sense. Oh, hey, Kennedy's in here. What's up? Kennedy's in here. That was such a cool conversation, Kennedy. Hi, guys. Everybody go follow Kennedy. Oh, thanks, Carla. That's really sweet. I admire you for being out there spreading the word that what's extreme is what we are doing to the innocent animals. Love the animals. Exactly what Carla said. That is extreme. Exactly. I mean, how are we so upside down that we think that being compassionate is extreme? How are we so upside down? Like, we have been duped, guys. We have been duped. Hi, guys. Who wants to try 3 quick questions? Just test your values a little bit. Have a good night. Thank you, Carla. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. I'll be looking to extend my my equipment soon, so it really helps out. Hi, guys. Who wants to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Great night, guys. Have a great night. All right. Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll get these guys. Oh. All right, who wants to try YouTube Live? Anybody? Why aren't you vegan yet? Oh my! Okay. All right, hold up. Let me get in the shot.
Did you buy hummus at Target?
Did I do what?
Did you buy hummus at Target?
I did. How did you know?
What? What did you do?
They literally saw me at Target, and I was buying hummus. Of course I'm buying hummus, right? The vegan's buying hummus. Okay, check it out. My name's James. My name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. You guys are hanging out here for the night, just chilling?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I just got 3 questions.
Okay.
Could be really quick.
Okay.
My first question is, do you guys know what veganism is?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is veganism?
Veganism is a person who does not eat meat from an animal or any products from an animal.
Okay, right on. Absolutely. My second question is, are you guys against animal abuse?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
I want to backtrack something real quick. So you gave me the food definition, which is great, but it's more of a stance against violence. It's doing your best, and it's not voting for systems of direct violence, right? So it's more of a philosophy than it is a diet. And then you're all against animal abuse, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to drop a bomb. You ready?
Oh my God. Let's hear it.
The third question is, why aren't you vegan yet?
I'm vegan.
Are you vegan? Oh my! Okay, amazing. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. But I guess I would ask the other ladies, why aren't you vegan yet?
I find that it's just meat is a good source of protein
Yeah.
and like a good fuel for. And I'm really picky, and so it's hard to find other foods that I don't like because I'm picky.
Yeah. I get that. How about you guys?
I like hitting my protein, so.
Hit the protein, amino acids, baby. Okay, I got you. Okay, where do animals get their protein from?
A lot of animals eat other animals.
Well, the animals that we eat, like say cows and chickens, plants, right? Essentially plants. So the 90% of the corn, soy, and wheat, they all go to animal feed, right? So the only reason these animals have protein is because they're eating the plants. And we're taking on a middleman when we take on, whatever, this guy right here. And we're getting all the cholesterol, the saturated fat, the hormones, all this stuff we don't eat.
This up, but like the time here.
Oh, okay, I got you. Listen, guys, here. Who wants to take a card? You'll see yourself. You'll see yourself on YouTube Live. Here. Anybody else? Okay, there you go. Think about, I want you guys to move forward just thinking about the animal and really that we've been taught these things by our parents, their parents, their parents, and their parents. And we have a responsibility, just like that quote from Spider-Man, to protect now that when we know better. And we can be protectors when we're vegan. So I'll leave you with that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Have a great night, guys. Take care. Oh, you're good. You're good. Hi, guys. She literally saw me going down the escalator with a hummus today. How the hell did that happen? Okay, anyway. That's crazy. Oh, Stephen, you're absolutely right, actually. Somebody told me that the other day. I should actually just quote Voltaire, but I guess it's easier to do Spider-Man sometimes, I guess. If you're just getting here, like and subscribe. What's going on, guys? Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. Put you on the spot.
I'm all right.
Just test your values, that's it. We want to teach kindness, right? So the quote I think was from Spider-Man, yes, but somebody told me the other day that Voltaire was the one, or it was the one that originally said it. Now Stephen is backing me up, so I'm going to revisit my whole thing there, and I might have to give credit to where credit's due and talk about or accredit Voltaire. Who's got any good questions in here? Fire play what? Is he using a brainwave to force beliefs? No, we're not forcing beliefs. We're just spreading awareness. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? Test your values a little bit? All right. A lot of walkers tonight. No one's got the guts.
What do you think about that?
What's your favorite food? My favorite food right now is probably, I don't know, it's tough. I have so many. Like, I like vegan pizza, I like vegan spaghetti and meatballs, I like Mexican. And the coolest thing about being vegan, guys, you don't need anything nutritionally from an animal, for one. Don't believe the lies. Number 2, you can get all the taste that you want on a vegan diet. You can eat Chinese, you can eat Italian, you can eat Mexican, you can eat American. You just got to seek out the vegan versions of, and let your why be strong enough. If your values are a protector and not an exploiter, look at that why and let that be your compass so you can find those things that are the same as the ones that you had eaten when you were a meat eater. What's the argument you hate responding to? Mine is personally, it's natural. That one, plants feel pain, crop deaths, I'd say those get tiresome. But then when the abortion comes up, what's up, big guy? I know you want to try. All right, we're walking. Hi, guys. Pardon my theatrics. I might be a little dramatic, but you'll notice that once I get in there, then, we're very friendly. All right, you've been on the sidelines. You want to try? Oh, come on, man. No one's got the guts tonight, huh? No one's got the guts. That guy was basically taking pictures of me without my consent, and I guess I'm on public domain, but had to posture with some strength to that guy. I don't like it when people do that. At least I tell people they're on YouTube Live, right? What's going on, guys? Let's see what kind of time horizon we're working with here. Okay, still got some juice. Thanks for being here, everybody. Yeah, exactly. What's wrong with, I love how people go, get a job, or, look what you're doing with your time. Find something better to do. What's going on, guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go. Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. How's it going? Who wants to try 3 quick questions, YouTube Live? Test your values. Hi there, how are you? Oh, it's not nice. It's bad values. Bad values. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, guys. How's it going? Who wants to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? YouTube Live. You're going to be a star. Just testing values tonight, that's all. All right, I know it's not just broccoli. I'm just saying I can't eat brock. He doesn't have more like he's a middle-aged dude. Thanks, Lorda. Oh, I remember you. Lorda's funny. Lorda's here to learn, everybody. Let's learn him how to be a compassionate person. Wenson, still here. Thanks for hanging on, guys. You guys have been here since the beginning. We've gotten some action tonight. We have gotten some action tonight, for sure, which is fantastic. That's what we want. I mean, if you look at I accidentally put up the live that I did from 7 months ago. I don't know if anybody saw it, but I accidentally released it as a new video. You can see like what happens when you just stand there not saying anything. Hi, guys. Who wants to try 3 quick questions? Just test out your values a bit. Yep. You can see what happens. We got to be vocal, We got to kind of throw some theatrics out there. Whatever works. Peacock a little bit. People are not going to know if they can't know. And right now, control narratives are really good at suppressing that information and suppressing all sound information that helps us become more connected to each other, the planet, and the animals. So if you're so anti-vegan and you're just so anti-me, just take a step back and think about what you're defending, guys. Like, what kind of human do you want to be when you live on this planet for the short few decades you're on it for? Oh my God, my buddies are coming, the botanist guy again. All right, I'm gonna say hi. I don't want to get them in conversation because they're gonna talk my ear off. So I gotta kind of posture this way while they walk by and give them a peripheral hi. Watch this. Oh, I know these guys. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. Have a good night. What's going on, guys? Why aren't you vegan yet, everybody? Let's go. Who wants to try 3 quick questions? 3 quick questions. You guys want to try 3 questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Just test your values out a little bit. All right, have a good night. Hi, guys. All right, how's it going, man? How are you? All right. We are at the 92-minute mark. All right, my battery's lasting tonight, guys. Exactly. Just don't kill the animals. Hi, guys. Who wants to try 3 quick questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? Easiest thing to do, 2025. Oh, hey, how's it going? You want to try this little experiment?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, cool. Let me get you right here. Are you okay being on my YouTube Live?
Yeah.
Cool. My name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. What's your name?
My name is Ron, but I go by Smitty.
Okay, awesome. So I just basically asked the public 3 questions. I've had a bunch of conversations tonight. The first question is, do you know what veganism is?
Veganism? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you think it is?
It's where, like, people just go vegan.
Like, don't eat meat?
Yeah, they just don't eat meat, yeah.
Right. So we don't eat meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey, right? And that is totally part of the definition, but it's not the definition. And I tried to intercept that tonight by saying that all it is so simple. You ready? It's a stance against violence, it's a stance against oppression, and it's doing our best. The second question is, are you against animal abuse or are you for animal abuse?
You have
any pets?
Yeah, I got a pet. I got a dog.
Oh, cool. What's his name or her name?
Her name's Cleo.
Oh, I love that. Really?
Yeah.
So it's a girl, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it named after Cleopatra? Oh, okay. I'm sure she's a handful then. But your pet, Cleo, would you agree that there's all night tonight, this crap? Would you agree that there's somebody behind those eyes? Like an awareness behind those eyes? Okay, and that's why we're against animal abuse, right? My third question is, and it's the last question really, is why aren't you vegan yet?
I like chicken.
Okay. What's going on, man? How are you? Do you think that we need anything nutritionally from chicken or any animal? How you doing?
Probably protein.
Protein? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I get protein all the time, right? So where do these animals get their protein from?
I don't know.
Basically the plants. Like 90% of animals, corn, soy, wheat, that's what they're eating. So they get their nutrients and their vitamins and their macros all from the plants. What would be the biggest thing stopping you from going vegan?
I like chicken too much.
What if I could point you, before you go, take this, and you'll see resources on there if you want. What if I could point you towards some vegan versions of chicken that taste the same?
Okay.
What you would try it? Okay, so there's some brands that you'll see within the resources there, but the brands are Gardein, the brands are Morningstar, you'll see Beyond Meat. You'll see these brands, and I highly recommend you try some of these because they taste the same, and you're doing something good for your body. Because my parents, they all told us that we have to eat meat, and it's normal, and it's necessary, and it's nice, and it's a bunch of bullshit. So I really appreciate you stopping by.
Problem.
Cool, man. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, you guys have a great night. Take care. All right, everybody. We're out here just spreading awareness tonight. If you're just getting here, like and subscribe. It's my little automata. It's my automata. Satan rocks. I like Satan too. Ryan. Oh my God, this room's about to blow up. The combo of Ryan and Claire, it's gonna be out of control. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try a few questions? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. How about you guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? Oh, we're just testing values tonight. That's it. Have a great night. Yeah, he was open to learning. His buddy was kind of egging him on a little bit. And he got a card, which is fantastic. Yeah, that kid was cool, man. It's probably the most seamless interaction I had all night. I asked him if he found I should have kept him a little longer. If he found a vegan version of chicken, would he do it? He said, hell yeah. You know, he said, hell yeah. And that's better for the animals, right? What's going on, guys? How are you? You guys want to try a few quick questions? Have a good night, guys. How about you guys? 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. Hopefully I'm better tonight at staying in the shot with the subject, which I think I'm doing better at, which will be better for shorts too. Hi guys, how's it going? It's getting a little darker out here. It's getting a little darker. Oh, thanks, Carla. Yeah, everybody like. You get to 50 likes, and apparently I'm doing something. It was 50, right? Oh, no, I think it was 60, right, Clara? 60? Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. A lot of positivity in the chat tonight. Death is part of life. Plants and animals die by the second for sustenance. Yeah, that's right. And when we go outside, and when I went outside today, my friend, I probably did, catalyze a degree of killing. I don't know what that amount was. But veganism is not perfection, so you can't use that as an excuse. These excuses are off the table, guys, off the table. Appeal to nirvana, appeal to perfection, off the table. You can at least do the bare minimum and yield bodily autonomy to these beings with awareness, and that is not voting directly for systems of exploitation. Hi, guys. Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. 3. Hello. Hi, guys. How's it going? Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. It's testing your values tonight. That's it. Really simple. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? A lot of head shakers. Head shakers and boomers with the old wave offs. Sometimes you gotta be a little theatrical, right? How you doing, sir? How are you? Hi, guys. Nice to see you. Have a great night. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a pleasantry. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? All right. Hi there. How are you? Want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Okay. We got walkers tonight, guys. We got walkers. Oh, check it out. I'm going to show you guys this. This place is popping tonight. Popping tonight. All right, if you're just getting here, I'm asking the public 3 quick questions. We are asking them if they know what veganism is. We are asking them if they're against animal abuse. And we are also asking them, why aren't they vegan yet? So those 3 questions in that order, and catalyzing some healthy dialogues from said questions. And we've had quite a bit of action tonight. Jennifer says, where are you based? I'm UK. I am in Maryland. We are in Maryland. Hi, guys. Trying to get through to these people. Ronan, you're right. Lewis, I don't get how someone can be vegan and pro-choice. We're not getting into abortion. At least I don't want to get into abortion right now. Not after that conversation yesterday. Hi, guys. Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? How's it going, guys? I think I'm going to move my location. We're going to take a trip with me to the final location. We're going to go down to the base of Maine until I burn out this battery. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Vegan on the move. Got to change the title as I move from point A to point B now. Yeah, right. So yeah, I didn't really plan on coming out tonight, but the situation kind of unfolded to where I was able to, and it's kind of cool because it's a Saturday night, and this is when we have the most people out in town. So usually I'm out, and there's about half of what we have here tonight, but it's great. We've had a great time. I think we've done some good outreach tonight. And the summertime, let's let this be the summer where, you know, we get out there and get active. Get outside and just kind of, and you can be friendly. You can be friendly. Like, I might impose some theatrics when I'm trying to get people over, but you guys know that when I get someone over and we're talking, then I'm really friendly. How about this? We're just gonna go right here. All right, I think right here is pretty good. All right, I think we're gonna do this and see what we can do from here. God, I wish I had like one of those things on me that could extend my stay, like with some juice. We could do like a good 3-hour live. At least we're gonna get to 2 hours, you know? What's going on, big guy? Hi, guys. How you doing? Hi. You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live? All right, just have a great night. But sometimes you got to be a little theatrical just to get people over. You know, I've a few of the times last week I not baited, but you know how I'm kind of signaling a little bit, ruffled a few feathers and got conversations out of it and gave out cards because of it. Hi guys, how's it going, everybody? Who wants to try? 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? You stepping up? Cool. Are you okay being on my YouTube Live?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm James. I'm an animal rights activist. What's your name?
My name's Joey Smith.
Joey Smith, full government issue name. Okay.
Yes.
So all I do is I ask the public 3 quick questions while I'm out here, right?
Sure.
And the cool thing is they're so simple and they're so quick, and you can leave whenever you want.
All right.
The first one is, what is veganism? What's the definition?
It's not eating any animal products, right?
Yeah. So you nailed it just like that, because products also encompasses secretions, right?
Anything they make or do.
Exactly, exactly. That is the food definition, the kind of consequential definition. Sorry, I'm looking, I don't want it to blow over. The wind has been crazy tonight. The actual definition is philosophical. It's a stance against violence, it's doing your best, and it's also not voting for systems of direct animal exploitation. So take those 3 things, aggregate them, distill them, and it's basically a stance against violence. The second question is, right? I mean,
sure.
diet, right? Yeah. Exactly. Diet is such a melancholic, mellow thing, and it makes it so, like it's not a big deal. But when we actually look at what's underneath everything, it becomes a big deal. My second question is, are you against animal abuse?
Yeah, I would say
You
so.
are,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
easy question.
Right?
Did I get it
Reflexively,
right? Did I
you
get
got it
it
right.
right?
Reflexive, yes, I love that. I've only had one guy so far say no, and at that point, I had to part ways. I was like, have a good night. The third question is, so why aren't you vegan yet?
Why am I not vegan yet? I think I have a hard time with, like financially.
Yeah.
I feel like I find it's more expensive to go for the vegan options. Typically, and we're just on such a tight budget.
I get that.
And groceries are so expensive already.
I get that.
I'm couponing out my ass, and like when some meat is like 69 cents a pound, I'm like,
yeah, I got you.
I gotta go there. And then I'm also worried a bit more on the balance of nutrients that you're getting.
Okay, sure.
And then there's some things that I think that there are ethically sourced animal products.
Okay.
What
are some of those?
I would say honey.
Honey, okay.
Especially locally bee kept honey.
Okay.
Because the bees, are overproducing the honey already. My grandparents are beekeepers, and so if they didn't take the honey from them, they would overflow, and I think that it hurts them if you don't take the honey. If I'm correct on that.
Thank you for that answer.
Yeah, for sure.
Very perceptive answer. So I would let's go rewind, I guess, to the beginning with the cost thing, right? Do you think
beans and rice? If that's all
right?
you eat.
Yeah, that would be the second bullet point I wanted to bring up.
To the nutrition of that.
Yeah, the cost. I want to touch on that real quick.
Latin America survived on that for millennia.
And they're lean and mean fighting machines. So do you think that something costing 10% or 20% cheaper is more important than a being with awareness's whole entire life and existence?
Yes, that's true, but then you get into.
And remember the beginning of my definition.
Back, though.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of people it would. I can concede that if I were a lot tighter on different areas of my life that I could get into it, but I think that there are a lot of people, at and below the poverty line where it's just completely unfeasible to be vegan.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the reasons that is because of subsidies. So big meat and big dairy, they get $40 billion a year in subsidies, right?
Sure,
so they can underwrite cheap meat.
The most Republican people in the world are farmers that hate big government, but then get handouts like crazy.
Exactly, right? And so that's the reason why fruits and vegetables, that's the reason why vegan food is so much more expensive, because they're not getting any handouts from the government. So it comes down to one thing and one thing only, and that's the collective and us tilting our buying dynamics. So if we tilt our buying dynamics and we start voting for systems of benevolence, corn, yeah, sure, and 90% of corn goes to animal feed. So you're giving that right to the animal. If we
doesn't the animal deserve to eat?
Well, we're bringing them into existence just to kill them. That's the thing. We're playing God,
Yeah.
Do you think we need anything nutritionally from an animal?
I think the classic answer is going to be B12.
B12. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, B12.
You can get the supplements, but where do the supplements come
from?
from?
Let me ask you this: where does B12 come from?
I'm not super knowledgeable on that. I'm going to say red meat.
Okay, so it's found in red meat because the animals are actually supplemented with it. Most of if actually all of the B12 that the animals have are synthetic, so they're actually built in the lab. Do you know who created B12?
Tell me it's like BlackRock or Vanguard.
It's close. Merck and Company. Merck and Company. So they actually patented it in 1948, right? They patented B12. They basically took cyanobacteria that comes from root noduled soil. They found that, they isolated it with cobalt.
First organism on the earth that we have record of.
Right.
Cyanobacteria.
Yeah, cyanobacteria. And they isolated it with cobalt and cyanide, and they said, you know what, we're going to patent this. It's going to be a fix for pernicious anemia. Oh, and guess what? It's also going to be a fix for 100 different things and 100 different symptoms that we're going to say exist if you don't get it. And then they're going to say you can only get it from meat unless you're taking a supplement, right? So the lies are deep, and the lies are very embedded in in the kind of control narratives that kind of.
I'm incredibly anti-corporate, so I could believe
Me
that.
too.
If it's true, I could believe it.
But what if I told you the same cyanobacteria that they isolate nowadays is in the soil, and it's fine, it's thriving, and it's in root noduled soil. So if you eat legumes, you get that same thing that they're actually taking, and then and then isolating with cobalt and cyanide to sell us, so we can put cyanide and cobalt. Sorry.
There's a pirate right there.
Into our bodies, and that's not nice. And that's not nice to tell people to put cyanide and cobalt into their bodies either. Sorry, you can tell I'm a little heated on this subject the time being.
With like cyanide and cobalt and anything like that, I mean, any poison in a small enough dose is a medicine. You know.
Yeah.
Any medicine in a large enough dose is a poison.
Yeah.
So like, I think you get into a lot of semantics when you're like.
Yeah. Let's get off of that. Let's get off of B12.
It's very.
Yeah.
I think it's loaded.
I would say that we don't, and if you don't believe me, but do your own due diligence, and if you can, just research and find that you don't need anything from an animal.
Like philosophically, it's
Yeah.
consciousness the reason. So you said like living.
Sentience is the reason.
And how narrow of an existence before you fall out of sentience? Like when would you draw the line of sentience?
As far as I
Is
would
it
say
any
this.
animal
I would say
at
this.
all?
So
Anything in the kingdom Animalia?
So the definition of sentience, right? Do you know what it is? It's an emerging property of a CNS in a brain, right? I would attribute that as my definition. So I'm not looking at a plant and saying a plant's sentient. However, we know plants are alive. We know they have different kinds of peripheral. They respond to stimuli. So does my phone. My phone does too. You know.
Could you repeat the definition? That
It's an emerging property of a central nervous system and a brain. So it gives us a kind of subjective experience of life, right? But say I steelmanned you and I gave you that and I said, okay, plants have feelings, plants have nervous systems. So do you know what the energy conversion ratio is when we feed energy to cows versus what they output?
Animals are incredibly inefficient.
Right?
I'd imagine it's probably single digit.
Exactly. So it goes 8-1. So at the end of the day, it's an argument for veganism. It all becomes an argument for veganism when we.
The steel man is, yeah, plants have feelings, but it's better to eat them anyway. I mean,
I'll yield that to you and say they do, but you're going to kill 8 times less plants if you're vegan.
8 times fewer.
Exactly.
But except semantically, not if you go like individualistically, right? Because an animal is more nutrient dense per capita, I guess you could call it, like per organism. So you'd kill, like if you were eating grass instead of cows, you'd kill 20,000 individuals. You know,
for the grass.
Yeah,
I got you.
Individuals.
Oh, now we're getting granular. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, all kind of lightheartedness aside, I'll kind of rein it back a little bit. So, since the Industrial Revolution and since
Industrial Revolution and its consequences.
Yeah, since herding culture began, which is about 10,000 years ago.
My wife is meeting a pirate in the background. It's very fascinating.
Oh, I saw him over there. He's ready for Renfest come in a few months. But since that herding culture has began, we've all been told, and one of the biggest core deceptions that we've all learned is that we need animals to be healthy.
Herding culture been around since
maybe longer before. I don't know.
1000 BC.
It could have been in different definitions, but I think once it really started getting organized, structured, and monetized, streamlined, it was around 10,000 years ago.
You know, that's
yeah. But going back,
because it's farming is. My wife is telling me to wrap it up.
Oh, is that your dog?
Yeah.
What a cutie! Is that a dachshund? Is that a dachshund?
He's a little mini dachshund.
Oh my! What a cutie!
To eat him.
Stop! No, you're not. No, you're not. But what would be the biggest thing stopping you from going vegan? I'm gonna beat and switch real quick.
Bait and switch.
I know you're not trying to spend all night with me. You got your wife and your.
I'd rather spend all night with my wife and my dog.
Yeah, but what would be the biggest thing stopping you?
Man, it's probably.
You're really intelligent, and I really appreciate that. And I appreciate the conversation. Here's a card of mine that's got my YouTube channel on it. Would it be taste? Would it be habit?
Are you Gary?
No, I'm not Gary. No. Gary is he does a speech at Georgia Tech, and they filmed it. It's from 2012, and it's just a great speech that everybody should watch. And it touches on things that I touched on, but he's so much better at it than I am. But what do you think? What would be the biggest reason?
Okay, so if I were to turn it back around on you, and I say if we got rid of eating all animals, right? Mm-hmm. Would you still consume animal products that were, definitionally cruelty free?
If we got rid of the animals right now.
Yeah, no, if we got rid of eating them.
Yeah.
If we just kept herding them and milking them in humane facilities.
It would never happen though, because if there's money connected to the end product.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that would never happen in your worldview of we need to shift all of our buyer, focus towards things that realistically,
You just need to vote with their hearts.
BlackRock they're
I know.
gonna win.
I know.
They're gonna win.
Well,
It's a
they have
stacked deck.
Well, this is directly against these said entities.
Yeah,
you know,
but
and
they're on a platform that's
oh,
funded by
they
them.
have the most exposure,
And they have control.
100%. And
I
they
mean,
have
you're
a-
not gonna find Kanye West's new single.
Exactly. They have a vested interest in people continuing to eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs because animal husbandry is one of the biggest financial engines that exists. I would say I would not eat an animal that is considered cruelty-free because that is a non-thing. It's a misnomer. It can't be uttered. Unless we have the situation like your family, there might be outlier situations, right, that are a little different. But underneath everything, there's still the your body, my choice action. When we are voting for these systems, I'm saying your body, but it's my choice.
Yeah, but
And
you're defending like hive insects, you know.
well, I mean that's part of it, but there's cows, chickens, pigs, and also it proliferates to humans too.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure.
Hey,
I always
hey
love
man,
hearing
I appreciate the
other
talk.
perspectives.
I'm sorry for keeping it so long. This guy's amazing. All right, you guys have a great night. Check out my resources there. Take care. All right, guys, I'm back with about 15% juice. If you're just getting here, like and subscribe to my channel. We're asking the public why they're not vegan yet. Oh, there goes Mr. Kirk. This guy I talked to earlier, super nice guy. Jennifer says, cool convo. That was a cool convo. That guy was cool, right? Like he was trying to get all sciencey on me, you know, and I respect that. And he's a nice guy, but I think we don't have to get sciencey. We don't have to obfuscate. We don't have to be verbose. It's pretty simple. It's basically at least yielding sentient creatures their own bodily autonomy. That's it. That's what it comes down to. We don't need anything nutritionally from an animal. And nothing. All right, Lord, what's your question? Veganism is not about some magical perfection. Exactly, that's what I was trying to tell that guy. He knows now, right, Daniel? We need the smart people like him and being activists. What's up, big guy? What's going on, guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go. Let's go. Hi, guys. All right, let's go to, we're gonna make it to 2 hours and then I'm gonna take off. We got 4 minutes or so. Yeah, Jennifer, I know that's confusing, and to everybody with the whole B12 thing, you're going to see everywhere online, ChatGPT, you name it, it's going to yield disinformation on B12, just because information on said internet is all material, and so is peer-reviewed science. It's all material, can be tinkered, adjusted to fit narratives and interests. Look up the history of B12. That's what I want you guys to do. Look up the history of it. Much harder to tinker that, and you'll be illuminated to some things that will really make you upset. And there's going to be a big book coming out soon on B12 and unmasking the deception underneath it. And it's going to get a lot of vegans really upset and a lot of just people really upset. I mean, I got upset reading it to know that I've been putting cobalt in my body and I didn't have to. And also putting it into my child's body. Jesus Christ. Hi, guys. How's it going, big guy? How are you? You want to try a few questions? Test your values. Have a great night. But basically, let me distill that real quick. Hi guys. You guys want to try a few questions? Should we respect animals? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, have a good night. 1948, Merck and Company, they patented B12 as their own. They isolated cyanobacteria with cobalt and cyanide, and they called it B12. Or maybe that might have been 1952. 1948 might have been when they used a liver-derived version, so I might have misspoken there. But either way, the supplement version came, and they took cyanobacteria from the soil, root-noduled soil, still alive and thriving right now, if you eat legumes, and they isolated it in a lab with cyanide and cobalt. If you look on the back of your B12 vitamin case, it's going to say cyanocobalamin. So you got cyanide, you got cobalt. Or it'll say methylcobalamin. Methyl, cobalt, based B12. And even if it says methylco, it still has cyanide in it because they're allowed to get away with calling it methylco and having marginal amounts of cyanide still in it and not disclosing that on the packaging. So it was man-made 100%. It was man-made in spirit of top-line revenue and broadening out new money channels of which to absorb income via the animal husbandry proxy. Hi, guys. So stay tuned. James, take off that hat and see if you get more engagement. I don't even know how my hair is, man. It's probably, yeah. I don't know. Can you guys see my hair? I gotta like fix it now. Okay. We got people yelling. All right, let's watch this room pop off now. Is that guy yelling at us? Wow. Oh, okay. People know each other out here. Okay, let's see. What do we got? All right, more welcoming, right? Who do I look like with the hat on? I look like Joe from You, huh? Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? That's my Joe from You look. I think causing unnecessary suffering to animals is wrong. However, eating animals is necessary. Now, please answer my question. Oh, Robin or Ronan, please. What's the question? I'd love to answer it or help answer it. Joe from You. Superman without the hat. Oh, you're too funny. What's going on, guys? You guys vegan? Oh, nice. You want to try YouTube Live? 3 quick questions?
Absolutely.
You'll be my last interview of the night. I gotta go. My name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. What's your name?
Varun.
Varun, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Awesome. So I asked 3 questions, right? Really simple, kind of, and you can leave whenever you want. My first question is, you want to get in the shot a little bit? My first question is, what is veganism? Like, what do you think it is?
To me, it's just the ethics of like how you're consuming food.
Yeah. That's the best answer I got all night, actually.
Thank you.
That's the best. Because, are you vegan yourself? Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, it's philosophical, really. It's ethics. People have given me the food definition all night, which is accurate, but it's more of a consequential type of thing. It's not necessarily a fundamental type of thing, right? So I like to amplify a little bit. So I also say it's 3 things. It really is a stance against violence. It's doing your best. It's not perfection. I bake that in there. And then it is not voting for direct systems of animal exploitation. And I can recircle to that later. But that's really the definition of it. My second question is, are you against animal abuse?
Yeah.
Who's going to say yes? I've had one guy say yes. And I was telling the camera, telling my other guy, we had to part ways after he said yes. I was like, sir, I think I might have to call the police. No, but
I might get violated.
Right? My third question tees up very seamlessly, and it's this. Then, so why aren't you vegan yet? I mean, you said you were.
Yeah. So for me, it was a big I wasn't getting enough food in. Like
Not enough food. Okay, gotcha.
It's hard for me to get. I'm obviously already kind of a skinny guy, but it's hard for me to play these. I do 3 sports. I work out.
Oh, badass.
I work. Thank you. I work 2 jobs, so I'm just busy.
Yeah,
it's
moving,
hard for me to
calorie intake.
It's hard for me.
I got you.
That's the biggest thing.
Have you seen Game Changers on Netflix? Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Check it out. It's an amazing movie that chronicles a bunch of athletes. You're going to hear a bunch of crap from non-vegans that have been taught that it's all pseudoscience, and they've been taught that by unfortunate control narratives that basically control everything. Yeah. You'll hear a lot of negative things about it because it's been out for a while now, but check it out, see what your own heart tells you.
I'm interested, and I know there's a goal in my mind of how I want to look and how I want to behave, and once I get to that point, then yes, obviously. Yeah. And I try to keep it to a minimum as much as I can, but sometimes it's like you're on the road, it's like I'm starving. And like in college.
Yeah.
Like I was vegetarian, so it was pizza, fries, and like pasta is all I could eat. And it's like you can't.
I'm sure a few in the chat can relate to that. I know I have some former college people in the chat right now. Totally. But I guess I would posture here, right? First, I'll say if you watch Game Changers, you'll see IFBB pro bodybuilders. There's a guy named Nimai Delgado, and this guy.
I love that dude.
Oh, you know who he is?
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
It was like him. It was Derek Simnett, like that whole sphere. I used to.
You know of him too? Yeah. I just basically not talked to them, but I commented on something of theirs the other day. They still work out together like almost every day in LA.
Both seem like the most chill.
Cool guys. Yeah. And Nimai's never had any meat since birth. He's been vegan like 12 years. Yeah. And he's jacked, He's huge. His arms, like you can do it. Would you say, and I'll back up to this one, would you say that and this is a tough question, like a being with awareness. Would you say their experience here on Earth is worth more than like nutrition or taste pleasure?
Look, I could.
I know. All night. I had a boat horn earlier. And the adventure of being inner city. Yeah. Would you say that your taste, pleasure, nutrition outweighs the fact that there's a being with awareness right at the other end of the I guess logistical to and fro? So reflexively, right? It's the same thing with are you against animal abuse, right? It's like, of course not. No. But it's like when we go to the cash register and we vote with our dollar, it's the antithesis of holding that value. You know what I mean?
It's like the same thing with like buying plastic spoons or getting a plastic cup.
Yeah,
it's like
voting for these systems, right?
Yeah.
Like people don't know. It's not the ballot box. I mean, sure, politics. You know, you vote. Yeah, there's some kind of difference, and it is realized.
Money is like people are going to go where the money is 100%.
Money is it. You follow it, and that's what tells you the truth. Is where you follow the darn money.
This is why I came to your. I knew
Dude,
you were
a
guy who agree with me.
You're a legend. I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah.
So, what would be the biggest thing right now? I gotta adjust this. That would stop you from being vegan.
That would stop me?
Besides convenience in nutrition and if
honestly,
you found out.
It's 100. Oh, the biggest, like if I didn't know anything about
Say if you found out you can get everything nutritionally, you can get everything taste-wise on it, and you'll be healthier on a vegan diet, what would stop you?
Nothing.
Boom. You're here, take a card before you go.
Yeah,
check, and give one to maybe one of your friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
My channel, the name is Vegan Sign Guy, and all I do is have conversations like this.
No, you're not Gary.
I'm not Gary. No, sorry. Gary's the speech. You got to watch
Yeah,
it. You got to watch that speech. It's an hour of your time. He's funny. He brings up some crazy points. You're going to love him. It's a little intense. I watched it the first time, and I cursed him out, and I called him a piece of shit. And then I went home and made fun of him, and then I came back the next week, and I said, holy shit, when I watched it again. I had to watch it again.
I will say, I probably am not the best person to come up because I already agree with everything you have to say.
But now, maybe, moving forward, like we have to keep in mind that until we're vegan, full vegan, we're just sending these poor little, they have all this awareness and all that, right? And it's like they're being hung upside down, they're being kicked,
like
spit
on.
on.
I've seen like it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And I have friends who are like, I don't eat meat unless it's like animals that I've hunted or like farmed myself.
Yeah.
Right. And even like farming, I'm talking like milk, cheese, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like that to me becomes a gray area because yes, you're still killing these animals, but it's purely a survival perspective. So I'm like,
if you need to survive.
Exactly.
That's the thing, because we don't need to hunt right now. We're doing it for. They call it sport.
10 pounds of chicken breast for $7. Like that can't be right.
I would challenge you just to solely operate from now on from the animal outlook, even that animal you're hunting, because they might have a family, they might have kids, and they definitely have pain receptors, and they have a time horizon. Like they have a time horizon baked into their experience on Earth. It might be another 20 years. Cows live to 25 years old, but we kill them at 8. We rape the mothers. We rape the mothers their whole lives, and then when it's time, if they have a girl, that little girl, she gets to be raped for her entire life. And if it's a boy in that industry, that boy gets to go to the veal industry, and he gets his throat slit for whatever. And it's this crazy thing. And the last thing I'll leave you with is that we're being duped by control narratives, and they're loving that we're maintaining this kind of 99% inertia where we're not questioning anything.
No, nothing's
we're not questioning anything.
Whatever's working is working. I mean, you see like all these companies going to meatless alternatives.
Totally.
And I mean, is it slow? Yes, it's slow. But I mean,
they're being suppressed.
A multi-billion-dollar, probably more industry. Like it's going to take forever, but it's moving.
Oh, and it's got a lot going against it because these big meat companies,
they don't want that to happen. They don't want to change that.
They hire lobbyists and they hire short-selling funds to destroy certain public companies. And they're in bed with them, and there's incentives to destroy these companies. There's incentives to keep their tickers low, their stock tickers low. Yeah, and you'll never see these conversations that me and you were having on Amazon or Netflix or whatever, because where's the money in a plant-based diet? Zero.
Exactly, because it's all stuff you can make at home, for cheap. That's the thing.
Exactly.
It's like, what's the most expensive part of anyone's diet is probably the alcohol, the meat.
Yeah, exactly. And the only reason it's cheap is because of subsidies. The $40 billion that take $40 billion a year that take like an $18 would-be hamburger and make it $2 because of that underwriting effect, And it's just one of those things. Well, I really appreciate you talking to me. Moving forward, just think from the animal outlook, You're awesome, man. You know Nimai, you know Derek. Come on. You must know Brian Turner too, or you probably do.
Yeah.
There's plenty on Game Changers. If you watch it, you'll see a bunch of other athletes too. There's some real badass martial artists.
I know who it wasn't Kyrie, Chris Paul. He's vegan. I'm
Yeah,
sure,
Chris
right?
Paul's fucking legend. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean these are athletes. Like they're
Highest
NFL
level
players.
of the world. Yeah.
Half the Tennessee Titans and Game Changers were on a plant-based diet. You got to watch it because it's so interesting, and that's one big reason to watch it. But it's really going to make you think about the whole nutritional thing too. Maybe revisit it again, and just be a guardian. It's cool because we're guarding these guys.
Exactly.
Dude, and thanks for the positivity. Yeah. Everyone give him a hand. This guy's a legend. You got my card. Definitely check it out. And just have a phenomenal night. And I think your friends disappeared. They went around somewhere.
I'll find them.
What's your first name again, man? Varu. Okay, and I'm Jimmy. I might see you around town sometime.
Yeah.
So I'm here every once in a while. Oh, yeah. Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Have a good one.
You too. Have a great night. Okay, guys. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I have a few percentage left, and then I'm taking off. Hi, guys. You guys trying to be on YouTube Live? I'm calling you out. It's up to you. I only got a little bit of juice left, so it might not be a long interview, but it's up to you. I'm just asking the public 3 quick questions tonight. Okay, cool. So let's see here. The 3 questions are very simple, right? The first one is, do you know what veganism is? Like, do you have a definition? What do you think it is?
Isn't it like not eating anything that's like a byproduct or causes harm to like an animal?
Wow, very accurate answer. I've been getting nothing but no meat, and not saying anything. That's what everybody else thinks as well. But that's a very good answer. So no meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey. No meat or products of animals. No secretions, right? But this is a food definition, right? I like to amplify and kind of convey the real definition to people. It's more of a philosophy, right? And it's a stance against violence. It's doing your best, and it's not voting for direct systems of animal exploitation. It's so simple. But that definition is hidden from us by certain narratives that don't want us to think, unfortunately. My second question is, are you guys against animal abuse?
Yeah.
Don't say, Celia, no. Everyone says yes. Yeah. But then that tees up the third question. And the third question is this question: why aren't you vegan yet?
I don't really know. I thought about it for a while because I like saw like the videos of like
the slaughter. I mean,
it's just like hard to make the change. It's just like hard to like transition from it, especially at a young age because you're worried about getting the proper like nutrition.
I get it. Well, I can tell you I have a daughter that's a lot younger than you, and she's been vegan since birth. No vitamins, no supplements, no nothing. We feed her whole food, plant-based food. All night I get, what is that, White Snake? I had some other metal band earlier. But you can get everything you need from a vegan diet, no matter what you're told. You're going to be told the opposite of that by everybody you know, friends, family, doctors, etc. I've been vegan 12 years. I take no vitamins, no supplements. I bench press probably more than a lot of people, and I'm a distance runner, right? And sure, this is just anecdotal. It's just me. It's just anecdotal. But there's a lot of other vegans that are like me. There's a guy in the chat. His name is Ryan. I think you're probably benching like 300 pounds now, right, Ryan? And he's been vegan for a long, long time. So basically, we don't eat anything nutritionally from an animal, right? So that leaves us with this kind of moment, this inflection point, where we can choose to be guardians with our energy, which is our dollar, or we can choose to be basically bullies and say, because I'm stronger than you. I know it sounds crazy because it's a product of, our context right now. Nobody's vegan, nobody except for 1%. But we vote with our dollar, and we vote for the change we want to see in the world. And we do it 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And a lot of us don't know. I didn't know for 30 years. I thought I was doing everything, I was supposed to be doing. But then someone interfaced me, kind of like I guess I'm interfacing the public tonight, and I thought about it. And before you go, or my phone dies, you both got to take a card because it's got a speech on the back, and my YouTube channel on the back. I thought about it. I watched that speech actually 12 years ago. I went home after I watched it, and you know what I did? I cursed the guy out who does the speech. I called him all these names. Oh, and then I went into work the next day and I made fun of him. I ridiculed him. Oh, it was bad. But then a week later, something told me to watch that speech again. So I did. And then instantly I was vegan. And you can do it really quick once your why is that strong. There is a recalibrating of your taste buds, finding the foods that you like. I still eat meat, I still eat cheese, I still drink milk, but I eat and drink the vegan version of. So this is what it becomes. what would be the biggest thing stopping you guys from being vegan?
Seafood.
I heard that. What about you?
I mean, like for me, it's mostly like I don't eat nuts.
Yeah.
So like
Oh, you
it's
nut
like
allergy?
yeah.
Okay,
So it's
gotcha.
like a protein issue. Was
Yeah.
like more my thing.
Yeah, and that would take out a lot
And like
of
I'm
these
also
vegan
going to
cheeses.
college, and there's not always that many
Sure.
options in like dining halls and stuff.
And the reason that is because everybody's not vegan. If we had more vegans, you'd have more vegan options, you know? So it's a really unfortunate product of our current status quo. But with that card there, I challenge you to seek out the nutrition and the access information. It's all on there on challenge22.com, and it'll help you find those things that are more nutritionally sound for you, better for the poor little animals that have to look up to some random fat farmer with a big scythe coming down and just killing them. I'm sorry, not all I'm sure there's some farmers that are in great shape, but most farmers are just random people that get paid to unalive, helpless, vulnerable beings, and it's an unfortunate thing. We're trying to change that. Do you guys have any questions for me?
No. I mean, not really. No.
Hey, you had the bravery to
Kind
come
of just
over.
like information, I guess. Awareness
It's
always
information awareness, right? And you won't get information like this from mainstream sources.
Right, yeah.
Like you'll never see our dynamic here on like a Netflix special or
Right, no.
whatever, YouTube or I guess it is going to be on YouTube, but like Amazon Prime or Hulu or something like that, or traditional cable. It won't be on there because there's no money in it and it's a threat. And we need to basically help other people to stop following orders from these control narratives that want us to keep doing what we're doing. So I guess I'll leave you with that.
Thank
So what were your first names?
Oh, I'm Bella.
Bella? Gracie. So nice to meet you. I'm Jimmy. You guys have a great night. Take care. Okay, everybody, I'm getting ready to wrap up. Thanks for being here. I got 3% juice left. It's been a blast. I've gone for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and this is one of my longest lives, right? Whew! Good live tonight. A lot of talking, a lot of questions, some good conversations, some maybe bad conversations. I got a little theatrical. There was a lot going on, and you guys are there supporting me the entire time. Thanks so much, everybody. I love you all. Come back and see my next live. Thank you, Tessa. I'm going to put my U hat back on and go prowl the city now. No, just kidding. But I'll be going live again soon, probably Monday or Tuesday, and I'll keep you guys posted. So look for the coming soon. Joe's back. Joe's back. I thought of this cool idea, and I'll leave you guys with this. What if I made another channel, right? And I made it like a cryptic titled channel, and it was just me going out with this hat at night and doing like chalktivism in front of like meat places and stuff like that, and maybe even slaughterhouses, and somehow turn that into a channel and just kept incognito while I do it. But what's going on, guys? How are we tonight? Nice to see you. I think that'd be pretty funny, right? Just kind of me sneaking around. I could go to the USDA headquarters, do a little chalktivism on their big cow, and then at some point reveal it's actually me, guys. It's the vegan sign guy. I'm the guy. I'm the guy with the Joe hat. Anyway, we're now at 2% juice. We're going to be losing track any second. I love you all. Have a great night. Go vegan for you guys in here that aren't vegan. See you guys in the next live stream. Yeah, what Lewis said. All right, guys. Have a great night.